People feared the switch from the year 99 to 00 would create havoc on computer programs, affecting everything from airline reservations to financial databases to government systems. The result? Panic. People at home stockpiled dried goods and bottled water. Banks and businesses developed emergency plans.
The year is 1999. And a new millennium is just around the corner. What could possibly make people panic about that? Well, Y2K. What is that? Well, simply the definition is just year 2000. This is from a stupid person's perspective. Computer codes back then were designed to display the date as the last 2 digits of the year. So, for example, if it was 1997, the digits would display as 97. The concern came for the dawn of the new millennium when it became apparent that suddenly computer programs would cross over to the new year and the dates would simply be displayed as 00, as in the last 2 digits of 2000. Now, the idea was that all of the major computer systems around the world would now think that we're in the year 1900. And because of that, and them not being prepared for that, they would malfunction, causing the world to go into meltdown. Things as simple as elevators, ATMs would stop working, even as far as thinking that planes would be falling from the sky. Obviously then leading to widespread panic and ultimately the apocalypse. So in proper accordingly fashion, this created a few nut jobs. By nut jobs I mean the good old-fashioned doomsday preppers. In typical American fashion, the fastest selling item at the time was, of course, ammunition.
Breath shell. It can shoot a 4,000 degree flame 300 feet. It's also the most popular ammunition among Y2K customers at KGS Guns and Ammo.
And then obviously food supplies.
Most items can be gathered at your local grocery store. Such items as non-perishable food, a manual can opener, personal hygiene items,
generators.
But if you're looking for a generator, forget it. There are none.
And water.
Water is at the top of the list that the Texas Department of Emergency Management recommends you keep on hand.
You could even buy Y2K survival kits. That's not a joke, by the way, that's real.
Call now and get the ultimate Y2K survival kit.
Like this one that comes with your typical wind-up torch, rations,
3 soup samples from Hourglass Foods, food storage you'll want to eat.
And a video survival guide.
A video resource guide with real advice from leading experts.
Which would come in real handy during the apocalypse when there's no electricity. Now, it's easy to see why this happened. Public understanding in regards to computers and all that kind of thing at the time wasn't exactly at the highest. The President of the United States literally had to bring in a crisis management expert.
With pre-millennium tensions growing, the President appoints a crisis management expert to prevent a Y2K meltdown.
Video guides on surviving Y2K were released, and these were official guides, by the way. These weren't just made by some guy with a camcorder in his bunker.
What is Y2K?
Will I lose my services?
Are we prepared for Y2K?
That year, a feature-length documentary titled Y2K Family Survival Guide was released, narrated by none other than Leonard Nimoy. Police were literally getting prepared for this to actually happen, lining the streets with generators.
Surplus military generators we brought in just in case power goes down on January 1st.
Hospitals around the country were stocking up on supplies.
Hospitals not only stocked up on supplies, some filled bathtubs, preparing for possible widespread power and water outages.
And governments believed this was a genuine possibility. Should we make it a little bit more dramatic in here? I don't know, maybe... Ooh. Now, obviously we know Y2K didn't happen. So what happens to all those preppers? Well, I mean, they just had a lot of excess food, I guess.
We're not going to depend on somebody else to take care of us if something does happen.
Well, it turned out to be nothing, but...
And what happened to all the food?
We ate it. We had a big party and we ate it all.
And ammunition, medical supplies, and probably serious amounts of debt. And the looming fact that for the rest of their lives they will feel like idiots. And obviously the whole event was mocked thoroughly through the likes of The Simpsons, and Family Guy.
The world is gonna end at midnight tonight. Y2K. Oh dear me, yes, this is how I wanted to enter the new millennium.
Hey Lois, yeah. If something like this were to happen again, would you doomsday prep? Me personally, I would just gather as much alcohol and as many cigarettes as I could, steal myself a boat, drift out to sea a little bit, and just see what happens. And yeah, that is that. As always, thank you so much for watching. I've been harrisonay, and I will see you when I see you. I don't know the words.